Hi dolls! So today I'm going to be making a video about how I met in a SoundCloud rapper. So, the concert I went to was called Lil Peep, or The Peep Show. So I kind of had heard about him as a joke. Me and my friend, we kind of not made fun of him, but we were oh we're members of we assigned ourselves members of his crew, which is called Goth White Flag. So I was oh, I'm Lil Peep, and my friend was another member called Lil Tracy. We'd always make jokes about them. We really didn't take him seriously. I listened to a few songs. I liked them, but they're kind of trashy. So me and my friend, I was we decided to go. Tickets were $15. They're coming. Lil Peep was coming to our city. So we were just fuck it, we don't have anything else to do, so we're just gonna go. So I did listen to a few of his songs before I went, but I still wasn't really familiar with all of his songs. I knew his most popular, like Crybaby and Hellboy, and Ghost Girl, but that's really it. So I came kind of late. Normally I like to come around, so let's say doors open at 7, so I would be there at 4. I like being really early. I like getting a nice seat, or if I'm standing seat, a nice view, whatever. So I went there, me and my friend. We were kind of late. We were there at 5:30, and we were at the end of the block. Turns out his show was sold out completely, and I'm just gonna move this a little, yeah. But there were people who were giant fans of Peep, wearing his merch, going all out. And I was I didn't really expect the show to be sold out. I expected there to maybe be 50 people there. I expected it to be a low-key thing, but it was not. It was really hype. I met some girl, as I was waiting online. She paid $90 for a ticket, and tickets were originally $15. He was not worth it. I would not have paid that. So there were some people who were pretty big fans there. So we waited online. They let us in at 7. So the first thing I did was I went to the merch table. I wanted to buy some merch, and I also had to use the bathroom. So I told my friend, I was listen, go in, because I looked in, and it looked pretty empty. There weren't that many people there, and there was still an opportunity to get to the stage. So I was listen, you go in, you go find us a nice view. I'm going to be in here and get us merch. So the merch table was right in front of the room. It was the smallest room that Webster Hall has. I think it's the studio. So I got merch. I didn't really spend a lot. There weren't that many selections. There were maybe three or four options. I just ended up getting a black shirt that said The Peep Show, which is the name of the concert. And looking back, I should have gotten a different shirt. I should have gotten one of the opener shirt, because now I really like him, and I regret not getting it. But anyway, I was fuck it. I'm now I just want to take it, maybe give the merch a tip, and move on. So I did that. The room was very small. There weren't that many people in there, and me and my friend, we managed to get to the stage. She let me go ahead of her because I had a bracelet that I made that I wanted to give Peep. So I stood in front of her. I was right at the stage. There was no barricade. There was maybe one security guard, so if I wanted, I could have gone on stage. But I was no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna mess around with that with the nonsense. I'm just going to I'm just gonna enjoy the show. So there was some trap music going on before the first opener. I didn't even know he had openers, but yeah, before the first opener came out. So it was cool. Me and my friend were chilling, and then people started coming in, and this room that was once empty quickly began to fill. So there was a lot of people in this small space, and then the first opener came. I think his name is Wicked Space Eternal. He has a really long name, but I am now a fan of him, because he was so nice. He was interacting with the crowd. He looked so happy to be there. He did look high. Maybe he was on some Xan. I don't know, but he was really happy to be there. He was squatting, he was getting low. He was singing. He was getting into it. I didn't know any of his songs, again, because I didn't even know who the hell he was. But he was holding people's hands. He was taking selfies with phones. He actually looked at me while he was singing for a good 20 seconds, and everyone around me was like, oh my god, and nudging me, and like, because, he actually, like, looked at me, and he sang to me for, again, a while, which was really nice of him, and I was like, alright, I like this guy. So I didn't really, like, care about the next opener, which was Horsehead. He did interact with my friend, and he did interact with the crowd. They were both nice guys, whatever. And sorry, I'm adjusting my headband. And then Peep came out. His openers were doing the maximum with crowd interaction. They were loving it. Peep, on the other hand, like, he was doing, like, the minimum. Like, he looked happy to be there. He was smiling when he was singing, but, like, he did not want to interact with the crowd. People had their hands like this, like people was, like, their religion, and he maybe touched, like, 5 hands out of, like, 30. He didn't touch my hand. He didn't take selfies. He didn't really speak to the crowd. He wasn't like, I'm so happy to be here. He said a few things, but, like, nothing, like, major. People, when Peep came out, before he came out, because there was Wicca, there was Horsehead, and then there was more music, and then Peep came out. So the crowd was getting really angry, and me and my friend got separated. People were pushing us. So my friend ended up, like, 6 rows to the left. I stayed because I was, like, holding on to the stage. I was getting crushed. Mosh pits started to happen. Like, big guys, the guys who were, like, 200 pounds, were separating us. I was like, oh my god. By the way, sorry if you hear noise. There is the vacuum on downstairs, and I have my air conditioner on. So, sorry if there's any weird noise. But yeah, so Pete didn't really seem to give one, he just did not care about the audience that much. That is what I thought. But I guess his set was pretty good. Again, I didn't really know his songs. And I did manage to give him the bracelet I made, but he didn't, like, take it from me. Like, I was holding it, and I had the bracelet on. Like, it was on my fingers, and I was like, oh my god, like, Peep, like, I was, like, holding it out to him, and he was just not taking it. He was not doing that touching hands thing. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give it to him. So he was, like, right next to me. Like, he was in front of me, and his hand was out because he was singing. He was, like, holding the mic and singing, and, like, it was more, like, by his side, honestly. But so I put the bracelet on my finger, and I just kind of hooked it around his finger, and he was singing for a good 15 seconds before he even, like, before he stopped. But he stopped, he looked at it, he put it on. It was just a black and pink bracelet, and it said Lil Peep, and there was, like, a clear bracelet to kind of space the words. But, clear bead to space the words. But, yeah, I did hand make it, so it was kind of special to me. And I think it was nice that he wore it. He could have threw it back in, but he didn't. So yeah, that was basically the concert. Wicca came, all the openers came back out, and they performed with him, and Wicca held my hand again, and then it was over. I did manage to find my friend, but it was extremely difficult to find her. I felt like I was going to pass out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, people were jumping on the stage, like, people singing, and because there wasn't really security, people were just crowd surfing their way, kicking me in the head, and, just jumping on there to dance, to sing, to take selfies. People not annoyed. People actually said to get off the stage, but no one was really listening to him. And security, instead of, like, kicking them out, like, they would just be like, all right, go back in. So security kind of dropped the ball on that one. But yeah, so then after the show, me and my friend met, and we went outside to wait for my mom. And because my mom was going to be, like, an hour late, so, we were just like, fuck it, let's go get water, let's go get some gum, because I felt like I was going to pass out. So, we went to a deli that's near Webster Hall, and we came back, and the openers came out. So I said to Wicca, I said hi, that I didn't really talk to him, honestly. I was kind of scared, but I said, hi, I was just wondering if I could have a picture, thank you so much. He did take a picture with me. We both didn't look our best in the picture, but he did take one, and I posted it to Instagram, and he, like, the next day, and he actually liked it. So, like, because I didn't expect him to like it, I was just like, I guess it's him, but he actually went back and liked it, which was really nice, because I've never had a celebrity interact with me, or, even like anything that I tagged him in. He was such a nice guy. Like, he was like, I love you, like, thanks for being here, like, thanks for supporting me. He was honestly the sweetest guy. My friend got an autograph from Horsehead, who came out. He seemed like a nice guy. Peep came out so late that the security thought that the headliner, like, that Peep, the headliner, was Horsehead. Like, they were getting, like, I mean, like, they're like, oh, like, why isn't he coming out? Like, isn't Horsehead the, like, the headliner? Like, and I was like, no. And so he came out once. People were were going up to him, and the security was like, listen, we will have to, like, we're gonna have to, like, cut you off. You can't do that. And then Pete came out again. People were chasing him. He didn't take a picture. He didn't interact with anyone. Again, he just walked straight to his car. He didn't do meet and greets. He didn't do anything. So yeah, that's my concert experience. I actually did DM Wicca and asked him if I could send him a bracelet, but he didn't reply. Again, sorry for the loud noises. I don't know what's happening there, but yeah. So like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video or if you want to see more of my videos. Bye!